no! Oh! No! No! We were soundless. We were soundless loving. Come on. Well, I don't know if you were on at home and you haven't started chatting yet, but that's good. We'll start over. We'll rewind. But there's no way I can remember what we're saying, except that I said the greatest career that I ever have had is to be a professional love streamer. Love streaming live. Just come on live to the world and wait for anybody to show up in these chat rooms, and then to just be loving them. Right? Because here's the theory that you are me. Everything is me. And I'm everything. So if I'm having a hard time loving myself, which seems to be kind of the craze for thousands of years, if not millions of years, for humans to love themselves, then by me just staying on this love stream live and waiting for any soul on this planet to show up, I am loving myself when you show up. Isn't that brilliant? I mean, come on. You really can't get a better career than that, man. To be on a love stream that is already universally live and forever, and then be dropped by a stork in a basket in this 3D realm, forgetful of your divine nature, crying for love. That's what happens. Those little babies, they come and they're crying. They're missing those angels. They're missing that higher realm. They're missing the sweetness of that union in celestial joy and love. And they're just bawl. Wow, wow. It's the cry for love. And every being is crying for love. They're crying to be heard. They're crying to be understood. They're trying to belong to something. They're trying to be actually a part of something as well. And that is the brilliant plan of this earth situation that we are in. It's a divine plan to be an orphan, to be here without any instruction booklet, you know what I mean? Without how to remember your divine heritage, how to awaken the love force within you to come out like a phoenix rising from the ashes of this world. Have you noticed people disappear in a heartbeat and they don't come back? Do you ever wonder where they go? I always remember that Michael Jackson wedding, and I was just, waiting for someone to say, instead of, "We're going to miss you here, Michael," which obviously we do, but we're coming to where you are. We're going to join you. Wherever your soul departed, we're with you, man, singing and dancing and creating a lot of good, a lot of love, because you brought it on, man. You brought the love. You brought the music. You brought the rhythm, and you brought the soul. So why don't we consider, kids, phone home, E.T. wasn't going to allow himself to stay in this earth realm. He had a heavenly place. He had a home in the galaxies. There's a lot of different residences to have. And this is one of the most difficult, really. Planet Earth is really one of the most difficult because we have physical stuff going on, mental, emotional, and spiritual stuff going on. And that's a crazy bunch of stuff, right? One thought can bring you down. One emotion can destroy a relationship and a friendship for a long time, if not for the rest of this life, right? And then the spiritual ignorance of just staying an orphan and then complaining about it and then being a victim because you're an orphan and that your human parents didn't love you and all that stuff. Now that's a whole nother suffering, right? And then we have this thing called health and sickness, this duality of health, which isn't really a permanent thing. It's just temporary health because, this is a dead end. We're going to be dead at the end of this life. This physical is a whole nother thing that brings a lot of suffering. So to forget our divine heritage, to forget that today, most importantly, was to rise out. Herodom! Man, no matter what chat is going on in this 3D realm, there's Herodom. Hey, brother, I had my first 2 minutes of this chat. We didn't have the sound on. So we were soundless. It was a lip sync contest, right? Read my lips. But you know what? That was a good samurai practice, good Jedi practice. So you're not going to hear the words, but you need to figure out how to understand me anyway, right? And I was saying, yeah, I was saying that, we were dropped here in a basket by a divine stork and left orphans on this planet, and that's kind of homeless, you know what I mean? And if you're a yogi, it would be homeless on this planet, forgetful that you came from this divine place, and that now we have to be careful that we don't blame the situation, We don't blame the people in our life. We don't blame everybody for making this difficult for us, because it's a setup. It's really a setup. It's really a setup to be without love on this almost loveless planet, right? Can you imagine how many people you cross paths with in a day that really don't care about you? Come on. What? Don't even care about you. Won't even look at you, afraid of you. Afraid that if they look into your eyes, something bad's going to happen, right? That look into the eyes. So this is what we're talking about now. There's a resurrection. There's a resurgence of the phoenix rising from your third chakra on fire because it just figured it out. I'm an orphan here. I am friendless here. I am homeless here. And I've got to rise to the occasion and get settled in my true nature, lickety-split, if you know what I mean. And find out that I am where I came from. I am whatever is that energy that's sustaining me and allowing me to be an operating system in this physical body. I mean, come on, people of this planet. When was the last time you thanked the workings of your physical body? Just a real good, sincere thank you for your organs, right? For your nervous system, for the arteries, for all the bones that give you ability to move, and the muscles and your cells. I mean, come on. We can't take for granted this miracle that we are in. This is part of the situation that we are in. Not only is most people taking it for granted, but everybody's got an entitlement. They want a part of this thing which isn't even theirs. This is a gift. There's no gratitude at all. I want this. I want that. I want to control you. I want to control that. I want more power here, because somehow wanting more power over others gives me a sense of some kind of worth, right? Whose green screen is kind of showing through is light off? Hey, Herodum's giving you some checkpoints. Yeah, there's some checkpoint. Yeah, you can turn that puppy off. Yeah, so there's a lot of things that are going on, kids, here that are really making it difficult for us as earthlings. And it will continue, because that is the place where we have landed as a divine being, to get it, quite frankly, loved out. Not figured out, loved out. To open ourselves up, because quite frankly, no matter which other option you have, which other option you think that you've got, like 31 flavors, it just ain't going to work out. There's only one option. Just like what I say, what does anything but love have to do with it? If you make anything matter, you're just going to get madder. Whew. But love is the only thing, as Liam Leeson said recently in a quote that I put up on my Facebook. He said, people say life hurts, this hurts and that hurts. Love hurts. If I open myself up to love, that it's going to hurt. No, the opposite. Everything else but love really, really hurts. And love is the only healing there is. Love is the only remedy. It's the only cure. It's the only thing that's going to bring you back to being this phoenix, rising from from the ashes of your little mortality self, right? All your entitlements. That stuff's got to burn, baby. Everything's going to burn. That's why there's ghats, there's burning ghats in India. where people are burned. The body is burned because it represents then the phoenix of the soul rises. But you don't have to wait till this body gives up, or the body gets hit by a car, or some other crazy thing, or you slip on a frickin' banana peel, man. There's no way that that the respecter of this delusion that creates these changes is going to care which way really that you leave the shores of this body. So why don't we rise up now? Rise up as a divine kind. We're already pretty obvious what humankind is up to at this age. There is a higher age we're coming into, thank goodness, but it's not going to be in your lifetime, man, unless you get it together really fast. Together, get it together to get her, to get the power that we've given away as mortals, and rise again as the divine kind, like the kind. We're in Hawaii right now. It would be called the kind, man. The kind. It's the kind, right? The divine kind, the love kind, the loving kind, right? The compassionate kind, the willing to change their heart kind, the ability to be aware as we go about our day. Aware enough so that we can acknowledge that with respect, these other earthlings, I am you and you are me. So this professional game of love streaming that I have going on is quite simple. I just wait for someone to come online, like Harridan. He come online, and I know Rich is back there as a moderator of this chat. And they come on, and I just love them because you know what? That's me. I could have the worst day of this incarnation, but when I realize that everything else is me, and I'm not feeling so good, so I don't acknowledge it in myself, if I just loved everything else, the me that I don't like so much, that I think is kind of broken down, that quite frankly I've given up on because I've done so many things now that I can't really right myself. I don't have the energy to get back on track. I might get a little bit motivated, but I just don't have the juice. I just don't have the juice to really put it into a regular thing, right? Well, that's the time, my man, that we really, really, really need the expertise of this divine kind that we are made of. 100% genuine divine kind. We are not made in Taiwan. Man or woman had nothing to do with this creation. They have nothing to do with having the sun come up in the morning and the moon come up when it comes up, and the wind and the elements. They're trying to mess with that, but they never will get to the source of how things operate, because that source is a love operation, It's a love system that's impeccably in every atom of creation. It is the super intelligence that I mentioned, which creates all this thing in the now, always in the now, always in the love stream. There is this super intelligence of unbelievable, beyond the scope of your mind, loving presence, love streaming live. Now we're talking about a power that can help us get more steady. Let's go love steady, earthlings. Let's go love steady with love. You say that many times in relationships, but it's steady with sex. I mean, come on, quit lying to each other. Quit lying. We do that so much. I love you, but let's have some sex. And I'll tell you, divine feminine on this planet, one of the best things that you can do, and even guys, to rise up to the divine masculine, to rise up to the divine feminine and say, wait a minute, bring me a higher love. Bring me a higher love. Yeah, right? And then the people will kind of go, oh, well, I'm not going to date you anymore because you're not going to get it done with me, do it with me. But you know what? That will really help somebody think about what is love and what is this affection thing. What is this selfish thing that we want from somebody? Ew! that don't go good on where E.T. come from. That don't go good from where you come from, really. There is no selfishness, right? There's just pure respect. R-E-S-P-E-C-T. That's what my love means to me. Yeah, R-E-S-P-E-C-T. So as we walk along in daily life, come on. This is why I am so into the love revolution that began when this super love intelligence decided to create creation and create humans. And then to leave a spark of its infinite love nature hidden in these humans. And then just said, let's let the show begin. Open the curtains. Let's watch the show. Right? That's when the love force revolution began. That's when your true nature said, hello, wait a minute. Stop the film. Stop the world. I want to get off. I am suddenly now in a little form of so many inches. And immortal. Wow. What a tight fit that is. Man. Is my style cramped? Wow. I can't believe it. And while I'm in the womb those 9 months before I became the little baby, I was underwater. Luckily for me, I was on a divine love support with the mama. And she was taking care of my knees. And I felt her love. So yay for mama. Yay for the womb. Baby, we've got a big cosmic womb too going on. We're all the little babies on divine love support. And every breath you breathe in is that divine love. And for you to take for granted a breath is to waste a very precious divine opportunity in this life to rise from the ashes of your little knowledge and your little habits and your little pet peeves and your selfishness and you wanting to do wrong and make everyone's life miserable because you're too friggin' lazy to get it together. Right? We got to rise from that. We got to rise and shine, baby. And this is the love force revolution. This is why I'm a professional love streamer. Because I'm just going to wait for you. There's two things I like to say, and this is my favorite quote. There's two things that won't go away from you, love and me. Because I associate with love. And you know, I see you as love. Even when I don't feel so lovable. And I don't feel deserving of love. I see you as love. I just practice it because you are me. And all of a sudden I feel more lovable. So, you know, when you watch this video, remember the first couple minutes, of course you won't get through a couple minutes because it was silent. But when you watch this thing, then know how special it is when you come on Divine Line. I call it Divine Line. And, you know, check it out. You know, so many times people are so negative. They get on, what the hell is this? Well, I want to say, but I don't. Who the hell are you? But a divine being playing like a little baby earthling that's just, gotta have her way, gotta have her bottle, right? So, why don't we come instead? Why don't we come to the new day instead? Why don't we come to as a hero to the situation that we're in our life, regardless of where we stand now and what's going on in our energy level and our thoughts levels and our emotional level and our habit level? Why don't we come to a new awareness into the day and onto these divine love streams and be ready to receive love? Because there's professional love streamer livers, which is really you in becoming, that are ready to give you love. You know? And if you come and you raise a little disorder and disharmony here, we're going to love you even more. But here's what happens. We may time you out. But you know what our timeout is? You have to sit there. And if you want to get back in, you have to take the love drug, man. You have to take the love medicine. You have to sit there and even consider for a fleeting moment, or maybe however many minutes you're timed out, that you are unconditionally loved. I'm telling you, punishment, right? That is like serious, serious punishment for most people. because they're so on the dark side because they have forgotten how much they're loved. They've forgotten that they were dropped here as an orphan and they were homeless, and no human, even human parents, can't satisfy that unconditional, that eternal hunger of our heart to be back home in the love streaming. You see? So yeah, you're going to take some love punishment, man. I often say, we'll keep you here on the chat forever. And we'll just create a family of love and a revolution on this planet not seen before. We'll keep you here and we'll just kill that ego. Kill that part of you that's suffering. Kill that unlovable part of you. Kill that unworthiness that you're feeling. Kill those habits. We'll kill them softly, man. We'll kill them softly. And then, if you still can't take the love drug of us loving you unconditionally, then we're going to come in with Thor's hammer. And we're going to come, boom, you with the love hammer. You know, it's like the Cosmic Mother's 2x4. Bam! Why is this happening in my life? It's all crashing down. You know, when things go crazily not so good for you, it's just a shadow of the cosmic love reaching down to pick you up, my dear. That's what it is. It's just shadow of the divine hand saying, no, please don't be afraid of me. Please don't be afraid of this situation. I'm just using different tactics, love tactics here to wake the bleep you up, right? So it's just the shadow of the divine hand reaching down to pick you up. So, you know, I hope this video does get airtime. We'll call it love airtime, because this is a great way to start on the YouTube world, which is our world, right? Whether it's YouTube world or Twitch world, or any other way that you're stepping in and stepping up to play as a cosmic citizen, as a noble being, as a higher way of going about things, as a revolutionary way of beginning and creating new ways of doing the old things, which are getting really boring, and then people start fighting because you didn't do it this way. This is the way it's described. This person thousands of years ago said to do this mudra and mantra and to do it this way, and that's the way we do it. Wait a minute, man. It might be another way to do it. In fact, every being on this planet has a divine right to do it the way that their heart is suggesting they'll do it. And that's love streaming live, baby. That is what's going to revolutionize this world, when you realize that the book of all knowledge is within you. The book of awakening is your divine essence as you are right now in this physical body. And the book of love, that's your how-to. That's your how-to. Yeah, that's your how-to. You know, we weren't given an instruction manual, you know. And your parents probably didn't go through too many courses about how am I going to raise this child, you know, as they swing down another beer, as they start to think about, wow, this is really hard to raise this child. And I haven't had anything for me to do in a long time. Now, not all parents are like that, but you know, you have to be careful. You have to be careful of those thoughts that you are that little infinite being in becoming, with a possibility to really shine in this life if the input they get in those early years with mom and dad stepping it up. You know, they really have a lot better shot. I mean, Las Vegas would give that child a heap of a great chance. Now, I'm not talking about kids of ministers and kids of people who are just doing it the way that everyone else has done it, their ancestors and tradition, because that probably will get that kid into drugs as fast as anything can get him into drugs. No, I'm talking about the revolutionary way of people living in their heart. So there is a fresh moment of love each breath. You know what I'm saying? There's a fresh moment of how I hold this baby. There's a fresh moment of how we go about anything. We refresh and we refresh because love is refreshing. It is fresh every single moment, and ongoing freshness, you know, ongoing ever newness of love. This is why we need to be a phoenix, if you know what I'm saying. If you can hear me, can you hear me now? Better, can you feel me now? Because loving me ain't going away. Because love and me are professionals. We're professional lovers. And thank goodness that is a gift that we've been given from the cosmic professional lover. And we just are in tune with that, and we just ain't going away, Earth. We ain't going away, people of all the different races and colors and ways you go about things. We ain't going away. And here's the slogan, right? That we came up when I just sat for 30 minutes loving the Facebook people when they came online to get absolutely loved by me, and then I got absolutely loved by them. We came up with a slogan for this political thing that's going down, right? And it said, kisses to Hillary and Trump from all of us. We love you. Right? That'd be a good bumper sticker. Kisses to Hillary and Trump from all of us. We love you. Isn't that cool? I mean, it's really hard to take sides because in the unity of this love stream, there are no sides. Everyone is equally off the charts magnificent. Equally. Equals. Powerful. Infinite. Infinite is infinite. Right? Oneness is oneness. Perfection is perfection. So when you and I get into sides, which I know we do to pass the time a day because we feel so rotten inside of ourselves that we have to pass the time getting entertained by taking sides. Right? It's great entertainment. There's a hero and a villain, right? There's these good things that we like, or maybe they're not. Maybe they're the bad things, but we take the side of them, or maybe they're the good things. You know, it's the same. If the bad things that people take sides with, you know, that is as equally deterrent as the good things that people take side with if we don't honor both sides. You hear what I'm saying? Huh? Are you hear what I'm saying? So we don't want to take sides. We just want to give kisses all over. Kisses to you, kisses to you, kisses to you, kisses to you. That'd be a great mantra. To go about blowing some kisses from the inside to everyone on. Kisses to you, kisses to you. Kisses to Hillary, kisses to Trump. Kisses to this president here and this leader of a nation there. Kisses to everyone. Right? Kisses to all. Because, again, you're having a rotten day, I swear. By holding a positive space for others is going to uplift you faster than you can even say it. Faster than you can say it. You'll be lifted up when you can send love to others. So, that's a professional love streamer. That's me. So, YouTube streamers, this is a call. Peoples of the planet. This is a call. You little orphans, you. You little starving for love beings, you. I know, because that's me. Everything I'm saying is me. That's why I can share it with you. And you are me and I am you. It's crazy, isn't it? But we got it going. Loving me ain't going away. Loving you, quite frankly, can't go away. As hard as you try, it just can't go away. And I'm sorry. Just read some Google some near-death experience and you see that everybody gets received by the love and light when they rise out from the ashes of their body that just maybe got cremated. Love and light. Love and light ain't going away. And it's with you now as much as it could ever be. The good news, you don't have to be a better girl or better boy. You really don't. You just have to open up and go into the love timeout. Love timeout. Universe is going to give you love timeouts. You know, people get something going on physically, and there's a love timeout. You know, someone gets a divorce. There's a love timeout. You might not consider it a love timeout, but that's what you need. You need to go have a love timeout and be unconditionally loved so that you can handle this separation, which is the greatest pain in this creation, a separation from love. So separation, divorce, is the opposite of what this universe is all about. You see what I'm saying? So we need to be able to just receive love. If every penitentiary and all the penal systems had that as what they did, that these, the people holding great light and great love came in and encircled the prisoners, and this was their punishment time of their day, and they just got loved by these people, and those prisoners just had to sit there, there would be healing in those places, right? And I don't care how the prisoners shut it off, shut it down. There's unconditional love for all of us prisoners that are stuck in these human forms. And that is why there is a love force revolution, baby. The moment we got stuck in these human frames, the revolution was on. We call them soul rebels. And that soul has had enough already of the instruments of the mind and the emotions and the gift of free choice that you have, and every other operating system that is a gift that you've been given. It's getting really tired that it doesn't cooperate with the truth, because it needs the cooperation of you, darling, every part of you, to phone home and go home into its cosmic nature, which is home. And this is why there's suffering here. This is why we're homeless here. This is why we're orphans here. This is why it won't work out. It's a dead end, baby. You're going to be dead at the end. Not one of us is getting off of this death planet alive. What? Now go ahead and just drink your way into oblivion of that truth. But that still isn't going to change the matter that when you wake up with your hangover, that truth is just staring you in the face. So go drink some more, and then drink some more, or drug out some more. That ain't going to change anything. And even if you pass out in this life and you come back in the next life, you're still going to have the same situation to look at again. You're going to have to deal with serious stuff because you've numbed out. So this is the revolution too, that we can take care of business, spiritual business in this incarnation, lickety-split, as fast as possible, when we are able to take the love medicine, when we realize that it is designed this way and quit saying something's wrong. It's designed to be that you get really friggin' mad and crazy and desperate for love, right? Real love. Real love. Not the fickle love, not the infatuation love, not the sex love, because quite frankly, use another word. Use another word, please. Do not equate sex with love. And you go, oh, that's a love. Do not equate sex with love. Just because you haven't tasted the real deal, don't be such an ignoramus. Do not equate sex with love. No, love is love. It is formless. It is a higher love. It doesn't need a physical interaction. It is perfectly happy and content and blissful just being love. So if you want to go ahead and do all that stuff, great. It's a way that we can bring in really high-minded souls on the planet, Now I know I'm ruffling your feathers. I know that this is sacred cow, and don't talk to me about sex, drugs, and politics. But I'm not. I'm talking to you about having all those things kind of have a unity consciousness in your mind, right? And then we need to go baby steps, right? We need to wean off this bottle, so to speak, of physical addiction slowly. Of course we do. But in the meantime, hold this space that there is a higher love. There is a purer love. So do everything you do now with that practice in mind, the love practice in mind, that there is a higher love, right? That's all we're talking. And that's why we're going to be a love practice, love streaming live YouTube channel, right? I also am on Twitch. I'm also on Facebook. I'll go on anything because I'm a professional love streamer. Because I know how desperate you are and starved for love. Like I am. And as you come online, I get to love you, and I'm not so starved. Right? And vice versa. So this is a great job. I can't wait to meet all of you in the love stream. Don't need to know your name. I don't need to know where you live. I don't need to know any facts about your life, because facts aren't love. Facts aren't even truth. And we're nailing our brothers and sisters on the planet with facts. Big old labels. Guilty. Guilty as charged. Ooh, ow. How can a soul be guilty, right? Label them. ADD, right? Oh, I take those labels off, or I rename them. So ADD is attention divinely directed. That's what I do. Because you, as a divine being, as a soul traveler through galaxies, in creation and beyond, free as a bird, free to spread your wings, baby. There can be no labels on you. There's just infinite possibilities, undreamed of, right? So that's it for tonight. I can't wait. I can't wait for my heart to love your heart. And I know your heart loves me. You might hate me, but I know your heart loves me, because that's what hearts do. That's what they're cosmically designed to do, and they will always do. They're designed to love. You know, that little heart, that little Valentine heart, you know. I love you. Wasn't that special? Was that your first love? It was my first love when I gave that to, I don't know how old she was, in grade school. And man, it was the biggest moment of my life when I gave her that candy and it said on it, I love you. Ooh, gosh dang, I thought she was my forever. She was in that moment. She was my forever. She was the one. There was no other one. I'm always looking for the one. And now I realize I'm really looking for the one. The one love behind all human hearts, that hides in all human hearts. Just the one love. We're all parts of that one beautiful, divine Valentine love. All right. Love and me ain't ever going away from you. See you soon. If you need some loving, come to Love Force Revolution YouTube channel. Toodles.